Hey everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Alia, Crochet Genius. Today I'm going to share with you how to crochet an halter top. Now this video is beginner friendly, but you do have to have some knowledge of crochet. But if you're a complete beginner to crochet, I do have a crochet for beginners video that will be linked in the description box below. That video covers how to make a slip knot, how to make the basic stitches, single crochet, half double crochet, and introduce you to certain terminologies. So again, if you're a complete beginner to crochet, please check out that video first and then come back to this one. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be using a 3-ply wool stitch markers to mark the beginning of to count your rows, to mark the beginning of your row, needle to weave in your ends, a measuring tape to measure the length of your top, and a 3.5 millimeter hook. Okay, to start my starting chain, I'm going to start with chain of 28. For this video, I'll be demonstrating a medium size halter top. So my starting chain will be 28. For the other sizes, I'll put them in the screen above so that you can see. This top goes from size small to extra large. I'll put this different size and starting chains on the board for the sizes you want. Either it's small, extra large, or just large or medium. I'll put all the sizes on the board. So I'm going to start my starting chain 28. Since this video I'm demonstrating for a size medium, so I've done 1 to 3 chains. I'll go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I've done total of 28 chains. Then you add 3 more chains, and those 3 more chains count as your first double crochet. So you do 1, 2, 3. So after adding your 3 more chains, now from the 4th chain from your hook, that's where we are going to be doing our second double crochet, because the first 3 chains count as your first half double crochet. So if the 4th chain from your hook, so you count from here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. So you do your second double crochet. I do double crochet till you reach the end of the row. Just do a double crochet like that till you reach the end of the row, and I'll meet you there. Just do double crochet across all your chains till you reach the very end, and I'll meet you there. And I've reached, and this is my first row of double crochet, and I'll put my double crochet just at the last chain stitch. So I'll just do my last half double crochet, and that's my row 1. So for row 2, that's where we're going to be starting our increases. So first of all, chain 2, counting as our first half double crochet, we chain 2 and turn our work. Turn your work. This tail will be facing the other side. Instead of this side, it will face this side. So in the same stitch where we did our chain 2, you do another double crochet in that same stitch where you chained your 2. Then you do double crochet, and then you do double crochet across, and then at the end of the row you do an increase. When we reach the end of the row, I'll show you how to do it. So when you do 2 double crochets at the beginning of your row 2, you just do double crochet across till you reach the end of the row. And please, to avoid mistakes, I forgot to tell you, it's very, even though it's optional, but it's very good to mark the beginning of your row so that when you reach the end, you can know where you started from. So I'll mark the beginning of my row, and when you reach the end of this row too, it's good to mark. When you reach the end of the row, I'll show you what to do. Okay, so I've reached the end of my row 2. So on top your chain 2, if you're sorry, your chain 2 or chain 3 rather, we're on top of your chain stitch here. This way you're going to do your increase. So you insert you yarn over, insert into that, sorry for going out of the car, you insert into that, this where you have your chain to insert just in between it, you insert there, hold through, and another double crochet into that same chain stitch, and that's your last row of that's the end of your row 2. So for row 3, you chain 2, you turn your work as normal, then inside that same space where you have that chain 2, so that same where you have that chain 2, you yarn over, insert into that same space and do a double crochet. And then now you mark the beginning of your row so that you won't get confused. Now where are you marking? You're marking here. I'm marking here. I hope you're seeing. You're marking here. So we'll continue double crochet all across until we reach the end of this row of this place. Then I'll meet you there. Just do double crochet all across, and I'll meet you at the end of this marker. Now this is my row 3. I've reached the end of row 3, so I want to do my increase. I marked the beginning of my stitch so I won't be confused. So into that space where you have your chain 2, you do 2 half double crochet. That's your increase. Now for these single increases from the start of the row to the beginning of the row, I'm going to do a total of 14 rows. Since I'm doing a size medium, I'll do a total of 14 rows. But for the other sizes, I'm going to put them up on the screen. If you're doing a size small, I'll give you the amount of rows you're supposed to do. If you're doing an extra large, I'll write them on the screen for the total of rows you're supposed to do. So that total of rows should give me like 6 inches or so. But me, I'm doing 14 rows, increase at the beginning and increase at the end of the row. So I'll just keep doing like that. Okay, I'll just keep doing like that here. I have total of 14 rows, baby. Doing it size small, or write all the sizes on the screen. So increase here, half double crochet all through, increase at the end, just like that. And I'll meet you when I'm in row 14. Or if you're not doing 14 rows, I'll meet you at the end of your own row. Okay, so I've done a total of 14 rows, and 14 rows should give me exactly 6 inches. It gave me 6.5. Give me 6.5 inches, but if it gives you 6 inches, it's still okay. That's for a size medium. So for the size small, extra small, I'll put all the length on the screen. I'm going to put on the screen. For the length is going to give you size medium, give me 6.5, or it give you 6. Then for a size small and the other measurements, you should see them on the screen. So this size should give you should be the widest part of your bust. It should be above. Let me demonstrate. Let's say this is your bust, so this one should just be like above. It can be on your nipple line. This is the full part of your chest. It should just be like slightly above the nipple line, or it should be on the nipple line. It should just be like slightly above, or it should be in the middle line. So the next part we are going to take now is the coverage to cover the boobs, the boob line. So for row 15 or whatever row you are on, we are going to be doing this first part was single double crochet increases, meaning just one increase here and one increase here. So for the next part we are going to be doing, and please, if your work is not slide or coming out like this, means you're doing it wrong. Just go back to the video and watch it again if you're, because it's an outer top you're doing, so your top should have this slant at the end. So for the next row, we're going to be doing double increases. So we're going to do 2 increases here and 2 increases here, because this row we did just one increases, but for this row we're going to do 2 increases. Now, no. So for this, when you start your row, you do your chain 2, and when you turn your work before you do the chain 2. What I mean is, for clearer understanding, when you're done with your work like this, you chain 2, 1, 2, and turn your work. So into that same space you do one double crochet, so that's the first increase on this side. So you do another increase, that's what we are calling the double increase, means 2 increases. So this is our second increase on this side. And once you've gotten your 2 increases, this is 2 increases. Once you've gotten them, you just do increases, half double crochet all across until you reach the end of this row. And I'm reaching at the end of this row, so I'll show you how to do 2 increases on this other side. Okay, so I've reached the end. I'm almost reaching the end of row 15, and I've reached the end of the last 2 stitches. So I'm going to increase here. Now normal increases, that's where I'm going to increase. That's 1 increase. Remember, we're doing double increases, and this on top this chain 2, I'm going to do another increase, making it 2 increases. Okay, and that's it. Now we are creating a coverage. We're creating a coverage for the halter, for the breast. We're creating a coverage for the breast. So for the next, since I'm demonstrating for a size medium, so for the next 11 rows, okay, I'm supposed to do 11 rows, so I've done 1. So for the next 10 rows, I'm going to do double increases, increase here and increase there. And then for your own sizes, for your extra small, large, I'm going to put in the number of rows you might need for the halter top to get your own measurements. If you're doing large, if you're doing small, I'll put all the rows you need. So just for me, I'll meet at row 11, increase here and increase at the end of the row. And if you want to mark the beginning of your row, that's fine. It's more better than you think. It helps you know the beginning of your row and the end of your row. So yeah, you increase this space. The chain 2 counts as your first double crochet, and then you increase. Now you're increasing. The first demonstration was increasing at the last row and increasing the first row. Now we're increasing on the last 2 stitches, and we're increasing on the first 2 stitches. So this one was the last 2 stitches, and Now this is the first 2 stitch. Now this will be your last two stitch, and when you want to start another row, you increase on the first 2 stitches. And that's it. And I'll meet you with that understood. If you don't understand, please go back again and play the video, you understand more better. So I'll meet you at the end of row 11, because me, I'm doing a size medium, and a size medium asks for 11 rows, so I'm going to do size medium, and I will meet you at the end of row 11. Please, when you reach your last 2 stitches, you increase here on the top of this stitch, that you increase there, and then come and increase on top the chain 2, and I'll meet you at row 11. Okay, so I'm done my 11 rows of double increase. That is increase in the first stitch, increase in the second stitch, double crochet all through, and the last 2 stitches you do an increase. My first 14 row was 1 increase here, 1 increase here, just an increase in the first stitch, half double crochet all through, increase in the last stitch, and all that until I reached the 14th row. And then from the 15th row to 15 plus 11 is 26. And I'm not mistaken. So from row 15 to row 26 was double increase, two double crochet in the first stitch, and another double crochet in the second stitch, half double crochet, double crochet all through, and increase in the last 2 stitches. Like so. And this is how your work should look like. If you're doing a size large, means your work will be larger than this. This is how the size medium looks like. Now I'll be doing, in our next row 27, I'll just be doing normal double crochet row, just no increases, just double crochet all through till the thickness, till you're satisfied, to the thickness you want. So you chain 2 as normal, and chain 2 counts as your first double crochet. Then you will not, normally we're supposed to go in the first, in the last demonstration I was supposed to go still in that same stitch, but now we are doing just normal rows of double crochet. So we are going to go into the next stitch. This one, we just do a normal double crochet all through. At the end of the video, I'll tell you how many rows I did, the thickness I wanted. If you want much more thickness, you want it to go down more, no problem. It's just definitely up to you. This one doesn't really have a particular row. Anyhow you want the thickness to be is up to you. And just normal double crochet, no increase, just normal double crochet to and fro till you're satisfied, to get the thickness you want, to get the thickness you're satisfied with. Just normal, you can see no increase, just normal double crochet. And I'll meet you at the end of the thickness I want. Okay, so I did 7 rows of no increase. So after my double increase, I did 7 rows of just double crochet. So this is how my top is. Your work here should just come out like this. It's definitely fine. This is how your work is supposed to be. You know that you should know that you're on track. Now we are going to do the straps. So to do this strap, you're going to do a chain of 200 for each side. Let me teach you how to make one side so that you'll be able to do the other side. Sorry, I did not remove my yarn. Okay, so I'm going to attach our yarn. This thing is okay. So I'm going to attach a yarn to the very corner of our top here. Here, yes, you make a slip knot. Make a slip knot. Insert your hook, then attach your. When you insert your hook into the slip knot, you attach your yarn just at this very corner here. So you attach your yarn, then yarn over, pull through and pull through. Our chain has been attached, and then you chain 200 for the straps. So just exactly as I did here. Just exactly as I did here. We are going to do it here. This chain I have 200. So this other side we are going to do 200 normal chain, just flat chains. And I'll meet you. How many have I done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chains. Okay, I'll meet you at the end of 200 chains. So I'm done with my 200 chains. I'm done with 200 chains on each side. So what we are going to do is we are going to weave in our ends. So to weave in your ends, you just take your yarn needle. Please don't just cut off, weave in your ends. If not, your projects will not look like a crochet pro. If you don't weave in your ends, your project might end up just losing on its own. So just weave in your end, just pass in the needle in between your projects and just pass like that, so that your project will be even. Then you can cut off this side. Since you've weaved in this thread, you can just cut off this remaining place with okay. So to do the strap, you go into the first row of the no increase. That's the one I did 7 rows of no increase. A quick reminder, if you want your top to be longer, you can make more rows of no increase. Why I ended at 7 rows is because I want the cropped version, so you can make your work longer how you want it, how thick you want it. Okay, so to do the straps, go into the first row of no increase. This is my first row of no increase. So I'm going to go, you skip this stitch and go into this one and lace up. But first you locate the back of your halter top. Then you make a cross, just like that. You make a cross, and then go into the first row of no increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, then you go here, use your hook and pull it in. Sorry, This is giving one. Okay, it's like doing a shoelace. It's just going to be like, it's like doing a shoelace. Then you carry this other one and go into the first row of no increase. This is my first row of no increase. You go there and it's just like lacing. Then now what you're going to do, you're going to skip one or two rows to continue lacing up. So I'm going to skip 2 rows, but I advise you skip 2 rows, because if you skip only 1 row, it's going to, the lace up is going to jam pack. So you skip 1, 2 rows. So on the third row, it's just like lacing a shoe. Putting these straps is not hard. So you carry this other one to the third row, 1, 2. And then this one, just like that. You can use your hand, you can use your hook, anyone. Then go into the third row, skip to just like that, 1, 2 here. Then come again, skip another 2 rows, 1, 2. Just like that. And just like that, just keep lacing up and you get your order top. I hope this video was super helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and if you have any question, please put it in the comment section. I'm going to answer you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.